Alright guys, this is hard to do, but I know I gotta talk to you guys because I haven't said anything for a bit, and I just want to let you guys know what's going on with my situation with my dog, or what has happened, the situation. Yeah, I had my dog down to the vet the 27th of this month, which was the day of her birthday. She turned 12. And I had her in there because she was acting funny. She just acted like she was in pain. She was real shaky. You know, it was like trouble walking, like she was really hurting. So I took her down there, and they did some blood work and found the blood work was fine. And then she had some x-rays, of her insides, and they found a tumor the size of a baseball in her spleen. So they wanted to do emergency surgery and get that out before it erupted. So I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Not really what I wanted to hear, being her birthday and everything. I wanted to do something nice for her on that day, but we ended up having surgery. So anyway, she pulled through the surgery, and she had to stay that night. And then the next day, which was Thursday, went down there, and the doc said she's not coming back from the surgery as well as I want, so I want her to stay a little bit. And I wasn't too good with that, because I know how dogs act when, especially my dog, she don't do good staying overnight places unless she's home. So I didn't really like the idea of her staying down there. I figured she'd give up if she did that. So I went down there and spent some time with her. Got her to drink and walk around a little bit because she hadn't been doing any of that. And he's like, I'm going to put an IV in her of fluids. So he put a whole IV in her. And then after that, he's like, I'm going to send her home overnight and see how she does. And then bring her back the next day. So I did. I took her home, and she drank some, but she wasn't peeing. And he did blood work that day, Thursday, the next day. And of course, her numbers were not as good as before the surgery. I mean, they were not bad, but they weren't, where she was kind of having kidney failure a little bit. So Thursday night when I took her home, she wasn't peeing. That kind of concerned me because I'm thinking kidney failure. So because he put that in my mind, about the kidney. So she was drinking but just not peeing. So I took her back in Friday and thinking, this isn't going to be good. I'm going to have to probably put my dog down because she's having kidney failure. So I had that mindset, that I was going to have to do that. And then and plus when she got home, she really wasn't walking around. So if the dog's not walking around, they're not going to have really the urge to pee sometimes. So anyways, I took her home. Took her to the vet, and thinking I was going to put her down. And then she got up and ran out of the room, and which I wasn't expecting that. Ran out of the room and wanted to go outside. And I put her outside, and she peed a lake. So that was a good sign. And then I took her back in and did some more blood work. And blood work was a little better than the day before because they did the IV. So he's like, let's do more IVs. So we did IVs all weekend. I think we did 2 IVs a day over that weekend. So she's getting a lot of fluids. So that Monday, we did some more blood work, and her numbers had gone up from doing all that. She still wasn't really eating much, she'd eat a little bit, but wasn't, like before. She would eat anything. She'd never turn down a meal. She always wanted to eat. So I got to the point where I had to try to get food down her, syringe it with some wet food, try to get, because I didn't want her insides, like the cells in her stomach to start not working right, and then they get like that, everything starts shutting down and she won't eat. So I had to do a little bit of that, try to get some food down her. Anyways, we ended up having to do some more IVs because we did stop after that Monday because the numbers were better. And we went a couple days, and then we ended up having to do more IVs to try to get her fluids back in her better. Anyways, meanwhile, still trying to get some food down her. And she had a couple bowel movements, but nothing to brag about. And they were kind of slushy, like slimy, like mucusy, yeah. And then Saturday she didn't go at all. So, and we put a lot of food in her, and so I'm like, well, something's not going right now. Either it's her liver or there's a blockage. And I did feel something Saturday night in her intestinal area. It was like hard in that area. And yesterday I took her in and told the doc about it, and he felt around. He ended up finding that it was probably a tumor or a mass of some sort growing in her intestinal, and that's probably why she didn't want to eat, because she was getting so filled up, you know, couldn't go. So that doesn't make you want to eat because you're hurting. So he said we can go back in and do surgery, but she'd already had surgery, you know. That was too early, and she was still kind of recovering from it because she had a huge incision from cutting that spleen out. So guys, I had to put my dog down yesterday, so it's not been easy. I'm not doing very well with it, and probably won't be posting any videos for a little while because I'm trying to cope with hurt from this. So hope everyone will be patient with me and stick by me. I appreciate all your loving comments you guys have been writing me, all your thoughts and prayers. I appreciate it, guys. I just guess, you know, that, you know, I don't know, you know, I just was hoping a better outcome out of this, you know. I really, because she was showing a lot of improvement, and, you know, from a major surgery like that, with her age, you know, she really was a fighter through all this, and always, you know, had a, you know, the best she could, spirit, you know, I mean, through all the discomfort she was having, you know, from the surgery and from, I guess, that on her intestinal area. She had good spirits, you know. She kept her head up, and I can say I had a good fighting dog. I mean, she really, and she showed a lot of love, you know, what she'd been through, and kills me that I had to do that, but she probably wouldn't have pulled through the surgery. And so anyways, guys, I just wanted to let you guys know what was going on, and I'll be back sometime. I just hope everyone will stick by me, and once again, I thank everyone for your thoughts and prayers and all your loving comments. So I'll see you guys when I see you. I appreciate it. Have a good one.